Look, before we get into the content, it's really important that you guys hit that subscribe button. We're out here every single day working for y'all, trying to hit y'all with the best content. And what motivates us to keep going is people like you. So hit the subscribe button, join the conversation, join the Deuce Gang.
What he said. Have you heard about this? The Nike Prefontaine Classic went down this last weekend, actually, that just passed. Did you get to watch any of the events?
No, I didn't. All I got to do was see the outlandishness,
the craziness that's going on right now with Sha'Carri, right?
On my timeline. I didn't get to watch it though.
I mean, it was the highlight. I mean, I feel like this was the highlight of the entire event, was actually the women's 100-meter, right? And well, I mean, let's see what happened.
And a good start for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Thompson, hurrah! Richardson being left behind, and out in front, the Olympic champion does it again.
10.54. That is the second fastest time ever. Only Olympic champion reminds you why she is the twice now reigning Olympic champ. That was an amazing 100 meters. She made it look easy.
The girl them pretty.
No contest. What happened to Sha'Carri Richardson? So the Olympic podium indicates their finish there. Thompson hurrah first, Fraser-Price second, Jackson third, and it's Tiana Daniels with a big step up in form to run 10.83 for fourth.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Does it again.
Thompson hurrah first, Fraser-Price second, Jackson third, and it's Tiana Daniels with a big step up in form to run 10.83 for fourth. So here is Elaine Thompson hurrah. Since she got third at the Jamaican Olympic trials, she has been on a tear. Her coach said she's in the shape of her life, and she has proven it.
She kind of looks like Cruella DeVille.
No contest at the Olympics and no contest here. There is no question who the world's fastest woman is. It's Elaine Thompson.
The show of the Nike Prefontaine continued when they interviewed Sha'Carri. Can we please see this?
Oh, I think it's a must.
To face these ladies from the Olympic Games.
Coming out today, it was a great return back to the sport. I wanted to be able to come in before, having a month off, dealing with all I was dealing with. I'm not upset at myself at all. This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want, because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the sixth fastest woman in this game ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to the people that won, but they're not done seeing me yet. Period.
So this of course had the meme. Have you seen the meme that's been going around? Because that was the clip where the meme came from, where Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price is actually walking by and listening to what Sha'Carri's saying, and she actually laughs. She's actually laughing as she's walking by. Did you see that?
I did see that.
Oh, you caught that. You caught that part. You caught that part. The whole thing for me on this one though is the fans and the backlash now. The same fans that were, oh, I feel so bad that she got disqualified for the smoking of the weed. It's just weed. Let's give her money. Let's put her in commercials. Let's praise her. Oh, poor Sha'Carri. All those same people now are the same ones coming back right now and laughing at her about her coming in. What place? Coming in 9th place in the race. It was just like a blonde blur.
It's really straightforward. She lost the race, and then she did that, I guess her recap of the race, her comments on, I don't know what you even want to call that.
Where she said it was a great comeback, by the way.
Listen, the reason why she's getting shattered on, I think it's not so much her performance. I mean, I think it's because of that post-race interview. I think that's really what it boils down to. She looked ridiculous. It's okay to lose. We know what you went through, girl. We was there with you. We gave you the sympathy. We know it's okay to lose. It was that attitude. When you want to profess yourself to be the best and you're it's the one, we know all these things, but you don't need to tell us that. So when you do that, you line yourself up bullseye to basically be the target of ridicule. And when it comes to the internet, they are undefeated. I'm sorry. Sha'Carri, maybe she might redeem herself. It's possible. But you gotta have to hold this L, baby girl.
Listen, I want to know if the Olympic Committee and all the racing officials, if they still consider weed to be a performance-enhancing drug. That's what I want to know. Because if, according to them, she should have come back and set all kind of world records all over the place based on your definition of what's a performance-enhancing drug. That's what I think is pretty crazy, right?
They're gonna have to, rewrite that rule book. At least
that's
that
definitely gonna have to be a change. There's definitely gonna have to be a change in the rule book for that. But on this one, what's funny is that I feel bad for her on this. I actually really do feel bad for her because she obviously didn't want to come back and do that. After this interview, she also decided, or somebody decided, but she ended up withdrawing from the 200 meter. She didn't even run it. So her confidence has been absolutely shot. And while I criticized her before on previous videos for her possibly making her decisions on purpose because she knew that this was probably going to happen at the Olympics and just kind of delayed it a little bit longer. I mean, this is still a 21-year-old girl going out there trying to do what she does. Her problem, like you said, is that she talks too damn much.
That's it.
You already have, this is the criticism. You already have the hair. You're wearing the ankle bracelets. You got the long nails. There's already going to be a stereotype around you. You set that upon yourself. I'm sorry, when you dress like Shanae, the character was created based on stereotypes. You look at Shanae's character. I'm not saying she's ugly like Shanae, but you look at the distinct things about Shanae. Her and Sha'Carri share a lot in common. You understand what I'm saying? So when you put forth that stereotype, when you perpetuate that image, people are going to watch your words a lot closer. And when you follow it up with words like this, it was not a great comeback, Sha'Carri. That was horrible.
Yeah,
that was horrible.
Yeah, basically she's peacocking. You know what I mean? All the other races are out there, bare minimum. They got their uniform on, if you want to call it that, the runners and whatnot. And that's it. This girl's wearing jewelry. She's got the blonde hair. She's peacocking. So, when you ask for the attention, you're going to get it. When you underperform, you're going to be criticized for it. But then to couple it, like I said, with that post-race recap, if you want to call it that, and then the fact that she dropped out, talk about this isn't the last you're going to see of me. We could have seen you immediately after, and you didn't even show up. You were like deuces. So of course you're going to catch the slander. This is what I don't understand. We know what you've been through, but we gotta look at.
This is what happens when you put somebody on a pedestal before they earn the right to be put on a pedestal, and they believe that they deserve to be there. She believes that she deserves to be on that pedestal, but she hasn't earned it yet. What has she done?
Well, I can tell you this. I wonder how Dr. Dre and Kanye West are feeling.
Listen, that commercial was still dope. The commercial was still dope. Don't hate on that.
I'm not hating on the commercial. The commercial was fire. All I'm trying to say is all you had to do was, and I'm not saying they should have or even should do this. All you had to do was just remove Sha'Carri, and just replace it with that girl, Shelly Ann. And that commercial has a lot more impact now because guess who's stunting that number one?
Man, you already know. You already know it's not about who the winner is. It's about who can get you more views. You already know what they're doing, man. Come on.
All right. Well, viewing public, what are your thoughts here? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Did you love Sha'Carri? Now hate her? Still love her? What side are you on?
We need to figure out how to say her name so we can stop saying both of those. That's what we both need to do.
How about Ms.
Laziness. the laziness of both of us. How long have we been talking about this girl and we still don't know the proper pronunciation? That's horrible.
I'm gonna call her Ms. Robinson. Ms. Richardson.
Okay, because I was about to say, I was about to lash you. Her last name is not Robinson. See, you see what God does. That's the lightning. That's the lightning struck down upon you for blasphemy. You understand?
Oh my God.
Yeah, but if you're in public while he's fixing that up, man, make sure you leave all that in the comments. How you feel about this? Do you feel like the backlash is justified? Do you feel like she's bringing this on herself? You know what I mean? Do you feel like the money that she got in all of this kind of tracked her away from her actual focus, and now it's starting to show? Because I don't even need an answer to that. That's just me making a statement. But leave it in the comments same way, man. Deuce Gang, you know what it is. Two guys doing a podcast.
More importantly, though,
yeah,
I'm really curious as to how Kanye Titta and Dr. Dre feel about this, because Kanye Titta, he's no stranger to beef. He's no stranger to squabbles. And
Kanye will be on Twitter beefing with himself.
Yeah,
that's how much he loves. That's how much he loves beef.
If he's bored enough. I mean,
medium rare.
Currently, he's dealing with some dramas from Drizzy Drake. Just gonna do a quick rundown here. This is all 2021 stuff. July 20, rumors surfaced that Kanye and Drake are now friends. Which, by the way, we
spoke about that.
We have covered. We're thorough.
And it's Karen Civil. I didn't know it was Karen Civil was the one that released that tweet that said they're friends now.
Yeah, it was Karen Civil.
Okay.
July 24, Kanye collaborator Consequence says that they're looking for Drake's drop date. He says this on Twitter. I wonder why. Because they're trying to figure it out. Hey, do we sabotage his day again? July 30, Drake sends a warning to anyone in the way of his next album because they aim for the head top and them no miss. August 5, Kanye adds lyrics to Donda. Move out of the way of my release. August 8, members
hold on that was at his second listening party, right? So he had the first listening party, and then this man went and had a second listening party and decided to add on these little lyrics to the end of the song. Like the petty levels have just begun, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to stop it there, just to throw that out there. The petty levels says this man added lyrics to the song. Okay, go ahead.
August 8, members of Drake and Kanye's camps exchange words on IG. See us outside. Okay. August 21, Drake sends shots at Kanye on Trippie Redd's betrayal. All these fools I'm beefing that I barely know. 45 burned out. Let it go. You ain't changing shit for me. It's set in stone. And then
so everybody feels like that's about Kanye and Pusha T, because if you go look at how old they are, 44 years old. It doesn't turning 45 years old. All right. I just want to clarify what's going on. Let me just be the background to what's happening now.
Fair enough. And then on August 21, Consequence responds to betrayal lyrics. Respect my team. It's party time. And then,
okay, hold on. This one's funny for me. Hold on, because this man, the literal tweet says, "Fuck a betrayal. It's the disrespect for me, dog." How is that your? Wait, Drake's disrespecting. Drake's the one who's being disrespectful here. Like, Consequence, you got to change your name because you don't know what a consequence is. You got to change your name. It's just go with CO.
Consequence is he likes the attention. Let's just leave it there. Same day, Kanye hits the group chat. You will never recover. So he says, "Where's my green watch? I want you to make my what? I want you to make my diamonds do."
Yeah, that's a reference to a watch that Drake got. Apparently, it was made. Virgil Abloh helped design it, and the entire watch is made out of either emeralds or green diamonds. The whole watch is made out of that.
Nice.
So this was in a group chat. This was in a group chat that apparently had 8 people, and they were, because there's just letters, right? So one of the assumptions here, obviously, is that the D in the group chat is Drake, and that the V might actually be Virgil Abloh, and it shows that they added Pusha T. But after he added Pusha T, then Kanye says,
"I live for this. I've been fucked with by nerd-ass jock niggas like you my whole life. You will never recover. I promise you."
Yeah, I made you say it because I didn't want to swear. I promised my aunt. So,
all right, nice.
Set you up for that one. Thank you.
Well, I mean, look. Here's the reality. Is this real? I'm sure there's a level of realism to it. I'm sure there's a little bit of tension between these two people. They do know each other.
Right.
But as serious as they're trying to make it, put it this way.
You think this is all? You think this is like a 50 Cent Kanye West type thing? I think is what you're about to say.
Put it this way.
Okay.
In high school, there's two cliques: the popular clique and the other popular clique. Right? They don't like each other. Could be boys and girls, whatever. That's what it is.
Okay.
And it's serious to them. To them, it's serious. High school's, it's serious. But to everybody outside of high school looking in, this is the dumbest shit ever. And nobody cares, and it's not serious. To me, that's what this is. It's like two high school cliques angry at each other. Did you
hear about the most recent thing? Kanye putting Drake's address out there.
Yeah.
Like that was a post and delete.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where I stand. I agree with you. Everything else that they did, because let's be real, the reason nobody's taking this seriously is because it's Drake and Kanye. We know nobody's gonna get hurt in real life. Nobody's gonna get hurt. These are not two gangsters fighting after each other. These are two guys who one of them is being deemed the greatest of all time or the greatest in the world right now, whatever you want to call him, and the other one wants to be known as that. And nobody's calling him that, and he feels bad about it. That's what this boils down to at the end of the day. But when you post somebody's address on the internet, like I know Drake responded apparently, and he was just laughing. He's a ha 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 in his car late night, cool, whatever. But the man, it's at a point where he has a child now. A lot of crazy people are in the world, and Kanye has a crazy influence, like a lot of influence. He could have left this up for 30 seconds. And more people will have viewed that than people have viewed our entire catalog of videos over the time that we've done it in the 30 seconds. That's how much influence Kanye has. That's a lot of views. So I'm saying that right there to me is the only part of this where I feel like Kanye it can't just be for publicity. It can't, bro.
You know why that's not a big deal?
Why? Because
Drake's famous. Do you know that you can get Dr. Dre's address? You want to find out where the RZA lives? Should we Google it right now?
Right.
It's public. If you can find out where these people live, it's not that the disrespect is there. It is disrespectful, but it's not a bombshell. Somebody wants to know where Drake lives. That you could easily find that out. It's not hard.
But there are people who didn't know where he lived that probably know where he lived now.
What I'm saying,
some of those people could be dangerous. It's potential, man.
No, I understand what you're saying. Of course it is. Remember, let's not forget when Joe Budden and Drake were going through it, two dumbass kids showed up at Joe Budden's house. Of course, but what I'm saying is, if anybody on behalf of Kanye wanted to attempt is dumb enough with freaking when Drake has presidential level security, like what the hell are you doing? But if anybody's dumb enough and wanted to do that, they don't need Kanye West to post an address. The same platform, the internet, where they viewed Kanye's posts, they could have got that himself and been like, we're doing this for you, Kanye, as they commit a suicide mission and try to attack Drake. Again, the level of disrespect is there. I don't care if my address is public information. You shouldn't be posting it. That is disrespectful, but it's no bombshell. I'm sorry. It's just not. That's what I think.
I mean, I feel like the level of disrespect of just posting it is enough for me, man. Enough for me actually just to believe that this isn't just some kind of publicity stunt of these guys, because the biggest rumor that's been going around is that now they're just going to be dropping their shit on the same date. Like they're just going to be dropping their albums on the same date, because that has to be I mean, we spoke about that too. That to me was obvious from jump. People caught on to it a little later because, we're usually ahead of the times. Y'all need to like and subscribe right now, because on God, you could watch our videos and we have said these things before a lot of people have said these things. Like, it's obvious to us. And I feel like that, honestly, I feel like this is sidebar, but I feel like that's why a lot of our videos, like sometimes we'll get a ton of views, we'll be getting a ton of views, and then we'll put out a video where we give like a perspective that might not be popular, but like is a valid perspective. And all of a sudden, the next few weeks of videos that we're getting, the views go down. The impressions are the same though. Impressions are the same. I'm looking at the numbers, but the views seem to go down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not as many people are being able. It's not shooting out. And what I mean, the impressions are going down is what I'm saying.
Right.
They're not saying that the impressions are going down and the views obviously like. So it's just like I feel weird when we talk about stuff like this. It's controversial, even though it's just Kanye West.
Well, let me tell you something, viewing public. If you think this is not a ploy to sell records, you're insane. We know CLB is a dice roll for Drake. We know Kanye West naming his album after his late mother, R.I.P., is a huge, huge, huge pressure chamber. It's got to do well. So fuck it. Suicide mission time. Let's go. So what are your thoughts? Leave it in the comments. Whose album you streaming first? DreCey Drake, CLB, Certified Lover Boy, or Donda? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Look, man, I know that I will be playing both albums. I don't know which one I'll play first, but I'll be playing it on my iPhone. Unless I get this new Apple iOS update. Because if you have a new iPhone, your phone's just going to come with it. But if you got the older one, you're going to have to accept it. And what might give you some pause on that is Apple apparently now has the right to go through all your shit on your phone. Go through your photos, go through your text messages, go through your emails, go through anything you've downloaded, go through everything. Why? Because they're looking for child porn. They're looking for kiddie porn. Look, I'm for it. I hate that stuff. Anyone who downloads it, anyone who views it, that person, automatic death sentence, period. But at the same time, you don't have the right, in my opinion, to go through my phone. If there is cause for, you to believe that somebody might be peddling in this type of smut, yes, absolutely. Get the necessary warrant, do what you got to do, comb through that person's phone, throw that person underneath the jail, and then have them, well, I'll leave that part up to the people who are in jail. They'll figure that part out. They'll know what to do with this person. But, you got to go through the correct channels in order to invade someone's privacy. I told this to my wife. She said, I don't care. I have nothing to hide. And then Bill Maher, he spoke to this, and I took his example and I gave it to my wife. And I said, all right, well, what if I sold you a house? You bought the house, you own the house. But now, once a month, I get to go to your home and just comb through all your shit while you're not there. Are you okay with that? And she's like, of course not. Same thing.
I want to know what your wife's line is. I want to know where she draws the line, because I don't think she understands that the word that I like to use all the time, precedence. This starts something and it's allowed to expand on it because they've now opened the door. So yeah, it starts off with this. She's okay with them searching her phone based on what they're saying right now. But if, let's say in the future, these things allowed them to capture everything that she says. Like, she carries her phone around with her all the time, right? I'm pretty sure she has conversations that she wants to remain private. What if they're now recording all your conversations while you're not recording, but it's just on your phone because they're using the microphone? I'm assuming she'd have a problem with that.
Well, first of all, they do that anyways.
But let's just, you feel like she would have a problem with that, is what I'm asking.
Naturally, of course.
Okay, so then there's definitely a line on the extreme case. So does she not understand that, like, when I want to understand the mentality of people like that. When that door opens, she doesn't understand.
But hold on. Just before you keep using her as an example, after I explained that to her, she was like, okay, that's a good point. And now she's naturally like, this is fucked up. But go ahead.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, like, a lot of people, I feel they know that already. Like, they know that this has to start something that could become something worse later on. But they choose, is it just that they choose to ignore it? Because I don't understand. There's so many things in our world that, like, people will just tell you that they're going to do it. And a lot of people will just accept it for what it is and not ask any questions about it, because they feel either what the person is saying is true and it's for the better, or they have nothing to hide. And they refuse to look at the consequences either of other people that might be involved, which obviously, care for yourself. It's your world. You know what I mean? I know nothing against you. But there are other people who won't feel the same for their own reasons. And then there's people who, like, understand that there's long-term consequences to these things. It just baffles my mind is all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, the thinking is I have nothing to hide. That's why a lot of people, and you got to understand, Bill Maher said it beautifully. Like, that's a trump card. Who is against that? Of course, you want to take down anyone involved with child pornography. Go nuts. Like I said, execution on site. Have a blast. So no one's going to push back on that when you say it's for that. Right. And then especially if you couple that with I ain't got nothing to hide, but also at the same time, it's what if you got your dick pics in there? What if you got some intimate moments with your wife? What if you got anything?
Because searching your phone means like they have to, in order to search for child pornography, for those who don't understand, they have to search your entire phone. Like everything that your phone does. And your phone is also the thing that helps them focus the ads that you see on your phone as well. How do you think they do that? How do you think they have records of these things so that they know what to do? All those things need to be searched too. Not that they don't know it already, but I'm just saying. So now they're allowed to do it.
So it's funny because, and I won't play it. I did it with the sake of doing it, for the sake of doing it, but I won't. I called Apple.
Okay.
And I told them I was recording the call, and they're like, well, for our privacy, you can't do it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Of course, I recorded it. I still have it.
Too late.
But I won't put it out. But anyways, long story short, they said they have no response to this because they I guess Apple hasn't made an official statement. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm on New York Times. I'm on Washington Post. I'm on NPR. I'm like, these are credible news outlets that are taking not necessarily sound bites, but quotes from Apple explaining that this is coming out.
Right. So like it's already happening.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean? Like, you don't know about it? So long story short, she couldn't give me an answer. I got escalated to a supervisor because I told him I was respectful. I'm like, this is an Apple house. I'm an Apple. Everything in my home is Apple. And if I'm going to continue to purchase your product, I need to know what I'm doing because the Apple stuff that I have, I won't front for the viewing public. I have an old iMac. I'm using an iPhone 8. The point is I don't really have much to worry about with this because all I got to do is just not do the software update. But what happens when I want to get a new iMac? What happens when I want to get a new iPhone? It comes with the latest software, which automatically they can go through my shit.
Well, peep this too. Isn't it crazy that if, let's say, I was to murder somebody or was to commit a crime, right? And I did something on my phone that could help the cops, arrest me or incriminate me, and they were to go to Apple and request Apple and say, Apple, we need access to his phone so that we could do it. Apple would say no because of privacy laws. Haven't 100%. They done that multiple times already?
They would say no. It takes a lot in order for a phone carrier. It takes a lot for a phone carrier manufacturer to release that.
Okay, so you know what? Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. Let that sink in.
Again,
what is the real motive?
Again, child pornography is a trump card. You're not going to find one person who's going to be against that.
I'm not saying that child pornography is not bad. I'm not saying that. But listen to what I just said as well.
I heard you.
Murderers, pedophiles, they're included too. How come when we go to you, Apple, not me, but not me personally, but when the cops go to you, or anybody of authority and there's a crime involved, why do they have to jump through hurdles and hoops and all these things for that? But this is I just want to know why this is so important. There has to be a reason. And it can't just be that it's child pornography. I'm sorry. Child pornography is a horrible crime. It's a horrible crime. But there's other crimes.
Well, viewing public, I mean, what are your thoughts on this? I feel like I definitely need to include some links for this one. I'm not making this up. Just Google it. It's crazy. Google it.
People have to know about this now.
Yeah, call Apple and then see if they give you some answers. And then please do share your links in the comment section. Be respectful because it is a sensitive topic. I don't want your comments to get flagged, and I damn sure don't want the video to get flagged either. But what are your thoughts on this? I mean, to me, this might have me thinking like I may need to jump to Apple. To Samsung. Again, Nothing to hide. Zero. I just care about my privacy. These phones, I won't show my screen, but these phones,
you don't even want to show. You don't even want to show your.
this is what I'm talking
phone,
about.
Your phone screen. They about to scan that
yo,
whole.
listen. These phones, the screen is password protected, and we all use it for a reason. We value the privacy. We value the privacy that's in our phone, right? So it has nothing to do with what you might be. If there's probable cause, cool. But if you're just regular schmegula, what are you going through my phone for?
Well, the problem is that when there is even probable cause, it's more difficult. That's what they're doing right now. As soon as it's established, something with probable cause, it's still more difficult to get phone information than it is for them to just say, you know what, this is what we're doing. Don't buy an iPhone if you don't like it. After we've established this culture of people who line up for iPhones.
Well,
let's do it.
What are your thoughts here? Seriously. Again, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Do it.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for this new Apple iPhone any damn way.
For to what? To buy a new one? To buy a new one or a new security system? You need to switch over to Android, my guy. Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far. You have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000. And we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.